The 1939 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel is a remarkable coin that stands out in U.S. numismatic history due to its design beauty, historical importance, and surprising value potential for well-preserved examples. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint in 1939 without a mint mark, this coin belongs to the earliest era of the Jefferson nickel series, which began just a year prior in 1938. Designed by the talented artist Felix Schlag, the obverse features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, author of the Declaration of Independence, and a founding father whose ideals shaped early American democracy. Surrounding Jefferson's profile are the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," along the left rim, and "Liberty," followed by the year 1939 along the right rim, separated by a small five-pointed star. On the reverse, Schlag's intricate depiction of Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate, takes center stage. Above Monticello is the Latin motto E pluribus unum, meaning out of many one, while below it are the inscriptions Monticello, 5 cents, and United States of America. This design, while appearing simple to the untrained eye, holds deep symbolic meaning and is celebrated for its historical and artistic significance. The 1939 Jefferson nickel came during a period of significant design refinement, and the Philadelphia Mint that year produced both regular strikes and an improved reverse of 1940 variety, with sharper and more defined steps on Monticello, details that collectors now highly prize. In terms of mintage, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 120 million nickels in 1939, which might make the coin seem common at first glance. However, survival rates in high mint state grades are low, particularly for examples with full steps FS designation, a grading term referring to the visibility of all the steps on Monticello. Coins with full steps are the most coveted as they indicate a sharp, well-executed strike with minimal wear or weakness. The FS designation significantly boosts the coin's desirability and market value. A 1939 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel graded MS67 with full steps by top certification services such as PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, can sell for astonishing prices at auction, with some examples reaching up to $3,200 due to their rarity and collector demand. One reason for this value is condition rarity. Most 1939 nickels entered circulation shortly after minting and suffered wear from everyday handling, making pristine examples scarce. Collectors also seek specific varieties of the 1939 Philadelphia nickel, most notably the 1939 reverse of 1940 type, which features more distinct and separated steps on Monticello. This variety arose because the Mint made subtle changes to the reverse hub in late 1939 to improve strike clarity, and these changes carried over into 1940. The reverse of 1940 variety is rarer in high grade and commands premium prices, especially with the FS designation. Error coins from this year are also of interest. Some 1939 nickels exhibit doubled dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, or plancher flaws. While such errors were unintentional, they have become prized among collectors for their uniqueness. A dramatic mint error on a 1939 no-mint mark nickel, particularly when paired with a high mint state grade, can push its auction value beyond standard price guides, making it a highly desirable piece for specialized collections. The historical context adds another layer of interest to this coin. Struck just months before the outbreak of World War II in Europe, the 1939 nickel represents a time when the United States was still emerging from the Great Depression, but beginning to shift toward wartime production. Within just a few years, the composition of the Jefferson nickel would change due to the war effort, replacing the standard copper-nickel alloy with a wartime silver alloy from 1942 to 1945 to conserve nickel for military use. The 1939 no-mint mark nickel, therefore, stands as a pre-war example that captures the nation's transition into a turbulent historical era. From a numismatic investment perspective, The 1939 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel offers potential for significant appreciation in value, particularly for certified mint state and full steps coins. Over the past decade, auction records show steady demand for high-grade early Jefferson nickels, with top-condition 1939 FS examples consistently selling in the thousands of dollars range. This demand is driven both by longtime Jefferson nickel specialists and newer collectors who are discovering the challenge and satisfaction of completing a high-grade FS set. Authentication and grading are essential when it comes to maximizing the value of a 1939 no-mint mark nickel. Professional grading not only confirms the coin's authenticity, but also provides a standardized condition assessment that buyers trust. Coins graded MS66FS or higher are particularly sought after and often become the centerpiece of competitive registry sets, collections where enthusiasts aim to assemble the finest known examples of each coin in a series. Another factor contributing to the coin's value is eye appeal. Even within the same grade, coins with strong luster, minimal contact marks, and attractive toning tend to sell for more. Natural toning in shades of gold, blue, or rainbow hues can add hundreds of dollars to the final price, as collectors often favor coins that are both technically superior and visually stunning. The market value of the 1939 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel has been strengthened by its position as one of the key early issues in the series. While circulated examples are relatively easy to find in pocket change or old coin collections, these typically hold only modest value. It's the uncirculated, sharply struck, and certified full steps coins that make headlines, sometimes realizing prices up to $3,200 in auctions when bidding wars erupt among determined collectors. The Jefferson nickel series itself has grown in popularity in recent years. Once overlooked by many in favor of earlier designs like the Buffalo nickel, the Jefferson series is now appreciated for its long run, diverse varieties, and opportunities for collecting both affordable circulated coins and rare high-end specimens. Early-date coins like the 1939 no-mint mark are a perfect starting point for those seeking a blend of historical value and investment potential. For coin hunters, the message is clear. Even coins without a mint mark from common years can hide substantial value if they meet the right criteria. The 1939 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel is a prime example of this principle, combining early series charm, design appeal, historical significance, and condition rarity into a single 5-cent piece. Whether you discover one in a family coin jar or purchase it from a reputable dealer, this coin deserves careful examination. Look closely at the steps of Monticello, assess the overall sharpness of the strike, and consider professional grading for top-condition pieces. In the world of numismatics, seemingly ordinary coins can hold extraordinary worth, and the 1939 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel, valued today at up to $3,200 in top grade, proves that point perfectly. Next up, the 1930 no-mint mark wheat penny is a fascinating relic from the era of the Great Depression, a time of immense economic hardship and social change in the United States. Minted in Philadelphia without a mint mark, this coin has earned a special place in the hearts of collectors due to its age, design, and historical significance. As part of the famous Lincoln Wheat Cent series, which ran from 1909 to 1958, the 1930 penny reflects not only the artistry of its time, but also the turbulent context in which it was created. During this year, America was grappling with the devastating effects of the 1929 stock market crash. Despite the dire economic conditions, the U.S. Mint continued to produce millions of coins, including the 1930 no-mint mark Lincoln cent, which saw a mintage of over 157 million. While not particularly rare in circulated grades, this coin can fetch up to $400 or more if found in pristine, uncirculated, or high-grade condition, especially when authenticated by grading companies like NGC or PCGS. Designed by Victor David, Brenner, the obverse of the 1930 wheat penny, features the iconic right-facing bust of President Abraham Lincoln with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust" along the top rim, "Liberty" to the left, and the date 1930 to the right. The absence of a mint mark under the date confirms it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. The reverse displays two wheat stalks on either side of the denomination 1 cent, with the inscriptions United States of America and E Pluribus Unum above. This wheat reverse design symbolizes the agricultural foundation of the nation and is one of the most beloved motifs among coin collectors worldwide. The 1930 no-mint mark penny is composed of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, with a diameter of 19.05 meter and a weight of 3.11 grams. Over the years, many of these coins have endured heavy circulation, resulting in wear and loss of detail. However, examples that have survived in high grades, particularly those with original red luster, graded MS65 red or higher, are highly sought after and can command significant premiums. Red coins, as designated by grading services, retain their original copper brilliance, which adds immense appeal and value. These coins are scarce because copper tends to oxidize over time, turning brown. Finding a red 1930 Lincoln cent in mint state condition is a rare treat and a major highlight in any collection. Collectors often look for key factors when assessing the value of a 1930 penny, such as surface preservation, strike quality, color, red, red-brown, or brown, and luster. Errors and varieties can also boost a coin's value. While the 1930 penny is not widely known for major errors, some specimens have been discovered with die cracks, off-center strikes, and double dies, which can increase value significantly depending on rarity and severity. These anomalies attract error collectors and enhance a coin's appeal beyond its base numismatic worth. The demand for early Lincoln cents, especially those minted before 1934, remains robust due to their historical significance and collectible nature. The 1930 no-mint mark penny fits perfectly into this narrative, offering a tangible piece of American history. Collectors often aim to complete date and mint mark sets, making even seemingly common dates like 1930 necessary components of larger collections. Furthermore, coins from the Depression era have emotional and historical resonance, reminding us of a time when every cent counted in daily life. In recent years, coin auctions and online marketplaces have seen increased interest in high-grade 1930 Lincoln pennies. A well-preserved, uncirculated example, graded MS65 red, can fetch between $800 to $1,400 or more, especially if certified by respected grading companies. Even brown examples in mint state, MS60 to MS63, are valued at significantly higher than their face value, often selling for $50 to $150 depending on quality and eye appeal. This makes the 1930 penny a solid entry-level investment coin for collectors who appreciate vintage U.S. currency. In addition to its monetary worth, the 1930 wheat penny is a piece of numismatic art. Victor David Brenner's design has endured for over a century, and his depiction of Lincoln was the first time a U.S. president appeared on a regular issue coin. This marked a turning point in American coinage and influenced many future designs. The wheat penny's aesthetic simplicity combined with historical depth contributes to its lasting popularity among hobbyists and historians alike. Those who own a 1930 penny should consider submitting it for grading if it appears to be in excellent condition. Professional grading not only authenticates the coin, but also helps establish its market value, making it easier to sell or trade within the collector community. Coins in certified holders tend to command higher prices because buyers trust the impartial assessment of grading companies. It's worth noting that the 1930 no-mint mark penny is not just valuable in monetary terms, it also tells a story. It has passed through countless hands, survived global conflicts, economic depressions, and social transformations. Holding a coin from 1930 connects us directly to a different era, when a single penny could buy a stick of gum or help make up a loaf of bread. Its endurance speaks volumes about the quality of U.S. coinage and the lasting appeal of numismatics as a hobby. In conclusion, the 1930 no-mint mark wheat penny stands out as a valuable and meaningful collectible in the world of coins. While not extremely rare in lower grades, it holds potential for high market value, especially in mint condition, with prices reaching up to $1,400. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or a curious beginner, this coin represents a compelling blend of history, design, and financial worth. If you're lucky enough to find one in your pocket change or inherited coin collection, be sure to examine it next up. The 1880 No Mint Mark $1 coin, commonly associated with the iconic Morgan dollar series, stands out as one of the most revered treasures among American coin collectors. Struck in Philadelphia, which did not use a mint mark at the time, this coin reflects not only a period of bold industrial growth in the United States, but also the elegance and durability of 19th century coinage. With a current market value reaching up to $1,800, this particular piece of silver history offers far more than just its face value. It embodies a narrative of design brilliance, precious metal craftsmanship, and historical importance. The obverse of the 1880 Morgan dollar is adorned with the classical portrait of Lady Liberty, facing left, wearing a Phrygian cap, a symbol of liberty, encircled by the word liberty on her headband. This design was created by George T. Morgan, the British-born engraver whose name is now synonymous with this entire dollar series. Around Liberty's portrait are the words "E pluribus unum" and 13 stars, representing the original colonies of the United States, with the date 1880 appearing boldly at the bottom. The reverse features a striking depiction of an eagle with outstretched wings, clutching arrows and an olive branch, symbolizing America's readiness for both war and peace. The inscription, "United States of America and $1," frame the majestic bird, while the phrase, "In God We Trust," arches above. What makes the 1880 No Mint Mark Morgan dollar so valuable today isn't merely its age or silver content, it's a combination of factors including mintage numbers, historical significance, condition, and collector demand. While millions were minted, far fewer have survived in pristine condition, especially those with sharp details, original luster, and minimal wear. Coins graded as mint state, MS, by professional grading services such as NGC or PCGS command significantly higher prices, sometimes reaching or even exceeding the $1,800 mark depending on the grade and eye appeal. Another element boosting this coin's value is its silver composition. Composed of 90% silver and 10% copper, each coin contains approximately 0.77344 troy ounces of pure silver. This makes it not only a collectible, but also a tangible asset for investors interested in precious metals. During economic downturns or times of inflation, silver coins like the Morgan dollar often see a spike in interest, making them a dual-purpose addition to a portfolio, one of beauty and historical significance, and one of bullion value. Collectors are particularly interested in the 1880 No Mint Mark issue because of the various die varieties and overdates associated with this year. While the overdate examples, such as the 1880-79, are more well-known, even standard 1880 coins from Philadelphia hold a prestigious place in collections due to their superior strike quality compared to other mints and the overall lower survival rate in higher grades. This makes locating a high-grade example particularly satisfying and potentially very lucrative. Demand for this coin has surged in recent years, driven by a growing number of young numismatists, increased visibility through social media, and the historical appeal of the Morgan dollar series. Coin shows, auctions, and online marketplaces regularly feature these coins, and those certified by trusted grading companies often attract aggressive bidding. A verified 1880 Morgan dollar in MS-65 or higher condition, for instance, can easily fetch over $1,800 in a competitive setting, especially if it exhibits strong luster, no cleaning marks, and excellent centering. What adds even more allure to this coin is its connection to a transformative era in American history. The year 1880 sat within the Gilded Age, a time of rapid industrialization, technological innovation, and social change. Owning a coin from this time is like holding a physical piece of that very progress. It evokes images of steam locomotives, bustling factories, and the vast expansion of cities. It also reminds collectors of the importance of tangible wealth and the role that coinage played in commerce, savings, and everyday life. When discussing the value of this coin, it's essential to consider the grade. A heavily circulated 1880 Morgan dollar might sell for a modest premium over its silver melt value, but a pristine example in MS-65 or better could be valued anywhere from $1,200 to $1,800, depending on visual appeal, tone, and strike quality. Coins with a brilliant uncirculated appearance, those still shimmering as if freshly minted, draw the most attention and command the highest prices in the market. One cannot overstate the importance of third-party grading in assessing value. Services like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, and Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, not only provide a trusted assessment of condition, but also authenticate the coin, protecting buyers and sellers alike from counterfeits, which, unfortunately, do exist for such high-demand coins. A slabbed, graded, and certified 1880 no-mint mark $1 offers peace of mind to collectors, investors, and enthusiasts. Another consideration is historical rarity. Although Philadelphia struck millions of Morgan dollars in 1880, coins that have survived more than 140 years in uncirculated condition are relatively rare. Many have been lost, damaged, or cleaned, actions that significantly reduce a coin's value. Therefore, those remaining in top condition are increasingly scarce and represent a finite resource in the numismatic world. This scarcity further drives up the price, making the $1,800 valuation for a high-grade coin a realistic and well-supported market figure. Collectors often cherish coins not only for their monetary value, but for the stories they carry. The 1880 no-mint mark Morgan dollar tells a tale of American identity, artistry, and endurance. It's more than just silver. It's a symbol of an era, a reflection of national progress, and a tribute to timeless design. For new collectors, acquiring a Morgan dollar is often a rite of passage. For seasoned collectors, adding an 1880 Philadelphia issue is a matter of pride and historical appreciation. In the current numismatic market, interest in Morgan dollars has never been stronger. With anniversary reissues, educational outreach by coin organizations, and growing interest from global collectors, the Morgan dollar's profile continues to rise. As demand increases and supply remains fixed, coins like the 1880 no-mint mark are only expected to appreciate further in value. It stands as a smart investment and a beautiful artifact, both rooted in America's past and thriving in today's collectible coin market. Next up, the 1883 no-mint mark $1 coin, part of the famed Morgan Silver Dollar series, holds an esteemed place in the hearts of numismatists and collectors alike. This coin is not only a relic of America's post-Civil War era economic expansion, but also a beautiful representation of 19th century artistry and minting excellence. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally did not use a mint mark, this coin features the absence of any identifying mark, making it distinct when compared to its counterparts from Carson City, CC, San Francisco, S, and New Orleans. Crafted primarily from 90% silver and 10% copper, the 1883 Morgan dollar weighs 26.73 grams and has a diameter of 38.1 mm, maintaining the classic size and weight specifications of the Morgan dollar series. The coin showcases the elegant profile of Lady Liberty on the obverse, designed by George T. Morgan, from whom the coin gets its name. Liberty is adorned with a Phrygian cap, a crown of cotton and wheat, symbols of American agricultural strength, and her face is framed by soft curls that add depth and realism to the design. The reverse features a majestic eagle with outstretched wings clutching arrows and an olive branch, signifying readiness for war and desire for peace. Surrounding the eagle are the words, United States of America, In God We Trust, and the II denomination, $1. The year 1883 is notable in the Morgan series for several reasons. While millions of coins were struck, the Philadelphia Mint's 1883 no mint mark issue has become increasingly rare in uncirculated condition. Most of the circulated examples have wear and scratches due to heavy use in trade. However, high-grade examples with full luster, minimal bag marks, and sharp strikes can command premium prices at auction, often fetching up to $2,800 or more, depending on condition and certification. One factor that makes this coin so valuable is its survival rate in mint state. Although over 12 million were minted, few were stored properly or kept in pristine condition. The lack of modern coin collection awareness during that time meant many were heavily used or melted down during later silver reclamation periods, particularly in the early 20th century and during the Pittman Act of 1918, which led to the melting of over 270 million silver dollars, including many Morgans. This makes original uncirculated coins from 1883 without a mint mark significantly rarer than their mintage number suggests. Another key element in determining the coin's worth is its grading by professional services such as PCGS or NGC. Coins graded MS-65 or higher are especially rare and sought after, displaying brilliant luster, clean fields, and sharply defined details on Liberty's face and the eagle's feathers. Collectors actively seek out these top-grade examples to complete Morgan dollar collections, especially for Philadelphia Mint issues. In addition to its numismatic value, the 1883 Morgan dollar also carries historic and cultural significance. It was minted during a time when the United States was undergoing massive transformation, industrially, socially, and economically. The Morgan dollar circulated widely in the American West, becoming synonymous with the cowboy era and frontier trade. It was also used in banking and commerce, making it an integral part of everyday life for many Americans. Owning a coin from this era offers collectors a tangible piece of that transformative period in U.S. history. From a collector's perspective, the 1883 no mint mark Morgan dollar fits beautifully into both typesets and full-date Morgan collections. Its design, rich in symbolism and detail, is considered one of the most iconic in American coinage history. The absence of a mint mark on this coin is not an error, but rather a standard trait of coins minted in Philadelphia during that time. However, this still creates an allure among newer collectors who might initially assume its lack of mint mark signals a rare error coin. The coin's value has seen steady appreciation over the years, especially as demand for Morgan dollars has surged in the numismatic market. Investors and hobbyists alike recognize the potential of such coins not only for their beauty and history, but also for their tangible silver content. With the rise in silver prices globally, coins like the 1883 Morgan dollar benefit from both numismatic and bullion appeal. The $2,800 market value today reflects this dual demand, especially when the coin is accompanied by certification and encapsulation for preservation. Many of the finest examples have been featured in top auctions, with bidding wars reflecting the coin's desirability. For example, coins graded MS-67 or higher have reached beyond the $5,000 mark at numismatic auctions due to their exceptional eye appeal, frosty luster, and minimal contact marks. Additionally, toned examples with natural rainbow hues are particularly appealing to collectors, sometimes commanding even higher premiums due to their uniqueness and aesthetic beauty. In summary, the 1883 no mint mark Morgan $1 coin represents the pinnacle of American numismatic artistry, silver coinage history, and collector appeal. Its rich backstory, symbolic design, and increasing rarity in top condition make it a standout in any collection. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious newcomer to the world of coins, discovering or owning an 1883 Morgan silver dollar in excellent condition is a truly rewarding experience. With a market value reaching $2,800, it's not just a coin. It's a legacy preserved in silver, a testament to a bygone era, and potentially a treasure hiding in plain sight. Always remember to get your coin professionally graded and stored properly to maintain its value. And who knows, you might just be holding a miniature fortune in the palm of your hand. Next up, the 1970 No Mint Mark quarter dollar holds a special place in the hearts of numismatists, not only for its striking design and historical context, but also for its surprising market value, which can reach an impressive $3,500 in today's coin collecting world when found in pristine condition. At first glance, it might seem like an ordinary quarter from the early 1970s, a time when the U.S. economy was facing turbulent changes, but a deeper look reveals the subtle yet highly significant factors that set it apart. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, this coin bears no mint mark, which is typical for Philadelphia coins of that era. But what makes the 1970 no mint mark quarter especially fascinating is how certain production characteristics, condition levels, and rarity elements have transformed it into a highly sought-after treasure for collectors. The obverse of the coin proudly features the classic left-facing portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan in 1932 to commemorate the bicentennial of Washington's birth, a design that has remained iconic in American coinage for decades. The detailed bust is accompanied by the word Liberty arching above, the national motto, "In God We Trust" to the left, and the year 1970 prominently displayed below. On the reverse, the coin depicts the majestic heraldic eagle with wings outstretched, clutching a bundle of arrows, symbolic of strength and preparedness, with two olive branches below representing peace. A powerful reminder of America's ideals during a time of both domestic unrest and international tension. Around the periphery, the denomination quarter dollar sits at the bottom, while United States of America crowns the top, framing the design with balance and authority. Struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition, the coin has a weight of 5.67 grams, a diameter of 24.3 millimeters, and a reeded edge, all in line with U.S. Mint specifications for modern quarters of that era. The year 1970 came at a pivotal moment in U.S. history. The Vietnam War, the continuation of the Civil Rights Movement, and economic challenges all formed the backdrop of daily life. And coins like the 1970 quarter became both everyday tools of commerce and silent witnesses to history. Yet, despite millions being produced, the 1970 no mint mark quarter is not equally represented in high-grade conditions today. Many examples saw decades of heavy circulation, resulting in worn surfaces, nicks, and diminished detail, meaning that finding an uncirculated or near-perfect specimen is far rarer than casual observers might assume. It's precisely this scarcity in superb condition that drives the coin's remarkable market value. Collectors and grading experts emphasize that condition is king in numismatics. A coin graded MS-65 or higher by respected grading agencies like PCGS or NGC can command the highest prices, especially if it displays sharp strike details, vibrant luster, and minimal contact marks. In addition to condition rarity, the 1970 no mint mark quarter's desirability is also enhanced by its role in the transitional coinage era, a period when silver was no longer used in circulating quarters, having been replaced by the copper-nickel clad composition in 1965. While the design remained the same, subtle differences in metal appearance and toning possibilities have intrigued collectors. Some examples exhibit attractive natural toning from decades of storage, further boosting their appeal and value in the marketplace. Auction records have shown that pristine examples of the 1970 no-mint mark quarter can sell for thousands of dollars, with $3,500 being a realistic figure for top-graded pieces. The demand for such coins is not only fueled by traditional coin collectors, but also by investors seeking tangible assets that combine historical significance with the potential for value appreciation. Moreover, the 1970 no-mint mark quarter fits neatly into several popular collecting categories: Washington quarter date and mint mark sets, 1970s-era coinage collections, and U.S.-clad coin-type sets, making it a versatile and desirable acquisition. The coin also provides a fascinating entry point for new collectors, serving as a reminder that valuable finds can still emerge from pocket change or inherited collections. While most examples in average circulated condition may only be worth their face value or slightly more, the thrill of uncovering a high-grade gem underscores the excitement of the hobby. For anyone fortunate enough to discover a 1970 no-mint mark quarter in exceptional condition, professional grading is a crucial next step to authenticate and maximize its market potential. Proper storage, such as in acid-free holders or slabs, ensures that the coin's surfaces remain untarnished, preserving both its beauty and its value for future generations. The allure of the 1970 no-mint mark quarter dollar lies not only in its financial worth, but also in its embodiment of American history, artistry, and the unpredictable nature of numismatic treasures. It is a shining example of how a small, everyday object can carry within it the legacy of a nation and the potential for extraordinary worth. Whether held by seasoned collectors who appreciate its nuanced details or by newcomers captivated by the idea that a simple quarter can be worth thousands, this coin continues to inspire fascination. Its enduring demand in the numismatic market serves as proof that rarity and condition, when combined with historical resonance, can elevate even the most commonplace of coins into a true collectible masterpiece. As the years pass and fewer high-grade examples remain available, the 1970 no-mint mark quarter dollar's status as a coveted numismatic prize will only grow stronger, ensuring its place in the upper echelons of modern U.S. coinage for decades to come.